on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Stafford. And going deep for Hill. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
He completes it to Bryant. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play. First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now. I think he's trying to exceed what he did in that game and continue to ascend in this season.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
2nd down, Mariota. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Third and goal. Mariota eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get him the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. The shotgun snap for Stafford. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
This is taken at the 18. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
On 3rd down, Mariota escaping the pressure right. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn. And the first play will be a field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
22!
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Hey, 22!
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Jurrell Casey able to drop him for a loss of 4. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Stafford. Keeps him. And the pressure gets to him again. Jurrell Casey in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have tied it. If they hit the extra point, they'll have the lead. Extra point good by Prater, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So the Titans come up here 1st and 15, but kind of interesting, the Titans were penalized the second least amount in the NFL in 2017. Mariota to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a second down throw for Mariota. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Mariota now on second down. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
The Titans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he locates Walker, complete. A Titan first down, Mariota to Walker. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play, and it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call it student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called rose stem right or rose stem left, depending on the formation. 28 toss, and 28 toss was their bread and butter.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Here we go. Four down. Hey, check back. Hey, go here.
To throw on second down. Stafford. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Hey, tag 50 left. 21.
Operating from the gun. Stafford. And they're going deep for Hill. And that is caught one-handed. They pulled it in. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyreek Hill, 78 yards. And the Lions add on to their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Dion Lewis. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And Detroit getting set to go now. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And an alley to run. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, Johnson. And unable to get downhill there, as he'll take this up to about the 37. Dontari Poe in on the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now another timeout here called by the Titans, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They begin with Henry. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. A gain of 3, second down. Mariota yelling out the play call as he hustles everyone to get set. Mariota gives to Henry. Flash the power and able to get it to the 10-yard line with it. And that helps get them out from the shadow of their own goalpost. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the .26-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
One. Good. Blue line. One.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Incomplete to the tight end Walker, right side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. On now is the Titans punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32.
Whoosh.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Hey, 22.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stock troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Hey, tag 32. Tag 32.
They'll give it to him up the middle. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he'll get this one up to the 26. He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. One.
To throw, Mariota. Flushed out right. Airing it out deep for Smith. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
So here come the Lions now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Stafford. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. Room to run past midfield. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final count. Back now at Ford Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, Stafford, and going deep for Hill. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. But once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. A second down throw here for Mariota. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. To the air again. Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And the Lions have recovered. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out come the Titans now. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a 1st down. Mariota now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And the busy night for Henry continues. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
second down. Mariota eluding the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Here's Mariota looking deep downfield. This is caught at the 20. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on third and long like that, how does that happen, that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
Now they'll run with Lewis. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun, Mariota going underneath for Lewis. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. The Titans on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Mariota. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Tie game, 4th quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You've got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
After the interception, here's Stafford. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man, complete. A big play there for Detroit. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The busy night continues for Johnson. And now running right through it. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Boy, missed tackles. That could be their downfall, Charles.
Yeah, they actually let him out of bounds there. Instead of the clock continuing to run, they let him out, and it turned into another timeout for him. Not good at all.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Hey, give me radar. Hey, red. Set. 280.
Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. 2 for 2 tonight. This will be for the win. And Prater's not going to get this one. Missed it. No good. Wide to the right. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Prater for the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Detroit, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the